back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well out there. We are going to be decorating for fall. So I'm super excited. This is our first time decorating in this house, which is so exciting. I can't wait to see how it turns out, where all the pieces are going to go. And I did get some new items from Hobby Lobby. I'll share that with you. I'm also going to share with you some pumpkin chocolate chip muffins that I'm going to be making. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Christy. I love to do content that definitely decorating content for the seasons, but I also like to do cleaning, decluttering, organization, mom kind of life stuff, cooking, baking, all that fun stuff you'll see here on my channel. So if you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. My oven's done preheating, but let's go ahead. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have here, and we're going to get started with decorating for fall. This is going to be a cozy fall. We're doing Halloween a little bit later, so let's get into the cozy fall decor, guys. I did get these two pillows right here from Hobby Lobby this year. I think they're super cute. I love this right here, just that extra detail, and I just think it's so pretty. I got these, super excited. Cannot wait to use those. Those are so cute. I wish they were like a little bit more orange, but still cute. This is new from Hobby Lobby. I plan on putting that on for the kids. I think I'm gonna put that on the mirror in their bathroom, just to do something really small. I'm not going to do a lot of fall decorating anywhere in any of the other rooms, really, unless if I go upstairs and do it in the living room, or maybe a little bit in the kids' playroom. It just kind of depends. These are new. I didn't really have any fall blankets. I had one that was like kind of orange. It's a Yellowstone blanket from the show, and we keep it out year round, so I just wanted something new, so I grabbed this pumpkin one from Hobby Lobby when I went out there. And then I thought this one also was just really cute as well. That one right there. And the kids love this. Oh, Riley's going to be stealing it, I already know. But super cozy. Most of the blankets, the throws that I have apparently are more Halloween. And literally all of these picks are brand new. They're all new. They were about $5.49. For most of them were $5.49 at 40% off. So great deal on that. This one I don't believe was $5.49 because it's a bigger bundle. But whenever I looked at it, I couldn't find the tag on it. So the tag's probably still on there somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Then got some potpourri. Did get that. I did also get this little bowl filler type thing. And this was $11.99, 40% off. Thought it was cute, so we'll probably try to incorporate that somewhere. And just the florals, I really, like I said, I got that big one right there. And then I also got these like nice little like copper brown neutral ones. And then a bunch of like big long leaf picks. I knew I was gonna drop something, guys. So this little floral, thought it was cute. We'll definitely use that somewhere. And then this one I just got for like an add-in on something, so we'll see how I can do that. Just real quick, I just got these out of the dryer. These are my pillow covers. I love pillow covers. Like, I wish I had the smaller ones for the smaller pillows, but I don't this year, so those will just be beige like the rest of the couch. But I think this is so cute. I just love them so much. Okay, so whenever I'm decorating, one of the things I like to do is I like to start with a blank slate. Unless if that item is a necessity in that area, then I will leave it there and kind of work around it, or kind of move it around if I can a little bit to make it incorporate into like that style. So here, nothing's really a necessity except for the Wi-Fi box. So everything else, I'm gonna take it and move it to another location and get it wiped down, and then I am gonna start decorating this area. Okay, so I know I'm a little early decorating for fall. I know. But listen, I have been waiting for fall to come around. Like, I'm ready. And I know it's August and technically it's still summer. But I love fall, and I feel like I have to take advantage of it because living in Texas for the last 3 years has really made me miss a true fall, because Texas fall is just different. I feel like fall here lasts maybe a month, and even during that month you're kind of like, is it actually fall or is it slightly less hot? Because back home in Oklahoma, I feel like you could actually feel the seasons changing. I miss the crisp air, the cold rain, the gloomy days where you just want to stay inside, turn on a candle, put on a movie, and be cozy. I love that feeling. And I think because I miss it so much, I get really excited when fall starts getting close. So yes, I'm decorating early, but I also like to enjoy my seasonal decor for a little bit longer, because I feel like every year I tell myself, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to decorate. I'm not going to decorate early. I'm going to just like be normal like everybody else. And then I wait, and then something comes up, and then I get busy. And then I'm like, oh, I'll decorate tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes next week. And before you know it, I'm taking my decor down. Then I have to put up the next season, and then that season's late, and it just becomes a whole thing. So honestly, I would rather just put it out a little early and actually enjoy it, because what's the point of having all this cute stuff if it's only out there for 3 weeks? I need my time with my decor and my house looking like the season. So now I will say, because I said this before, I said earlier that I wasn't going to decorate the rest of the house for fall, and technically I'm sticking to that, but there will be fall touches, okay? So it's a little bit different. I'm not saying I'm going all out. I'm just adding a few things here and there to make the house feel a little cozy and seasonal. And honestly, I think that's kind of what I want to do this year. I don't necessarily want every single surface, every single room looking like I walked into a Hobby Lobby seasonal section, because sometimes I can go a little overboard. I know myself. So we're practicing some restraint this year. And one thing I don't really do is decorate my kids' room for fall. I feel like Halloween is way more fun for them. They enjoy that more. So they'll have the Halloween. The fall's more for me. They like it. It's cute, but they like the Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, I've actually already watched my first Halloween movie. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's Scream 7. I was so excited. I loved it. It was amazing. When I saw that Neve Campbell was the mom, I was like, yes, 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 yes. So I watched that one already. So we're already getting into the fall and Halloween. Speaking of that also, let me just say, during the Burr months, like October, September, all that, you guys know the Burr months, I always make a TV show and movie bucket list. I don't know why I love doing this, but I do. I literally make a whole list of everything that I want to watch with my kids, or I want to watch with my husband, like the scarier stuff, you know? And I just get really excited, especially right now, because my kids are almost 7, and I feel like we're finally getting close to that age where they can actually appreciate some of the classics. Last week, out of nowhere, we were leaving church, and Skylie was like, I want to watch Home Alone. I was like, okay, well, which one? She was like, all of them. I was like, girl, say less. I bought the whole bundle on Fandango literally that day, and we watched Home Alone 1, fell asleep watching Home Alone 2. So it was like amazing. I love it, and I'm super excited for this year to do all of the fun classics, pass on the traditions, and do all that great stuff with my kids. Okay, so I'm moving over to this table now. I just moved my 2 vases. Those are technically like my spring, summer vases that I would have out. These ones I just got, I love them so much. I love the way that they feel, but they're white ceramic, I believe. I don't know what that texture is called, but it's almost like it's like plastered kind of, you know. But I love the way they feel. I love how they look. They're just so clean looking. But I'm going to use these for fall and winter. And then when spring comes back, we'll get the other ones. But I'm putting those picks in that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I have a little fall sign. And I do like to use these trays. I know a lot of people probably don't like to do this, but I do. I like to have like a little bowl that you put like little stuffers in. And I picked up these pumpkins from Hobby Lobby also. And I decided just to fill that bowl with those. And I think they're super cute. And then this garland, I have the pumpkin. I almost got this. When I got the garland, I thought about putting it in the kids' room. And then I was like, no, I don't want to touch their room right now. We need to clean it anyway. So that'll be in another video. No. Anyway, friends, so I thought it looked cute here. It really kind of matched the tone with the whites and the creams and everything. So I just put it there. And then I feel like looking at it now, that it's a little off. So later on in the evening, I ended up putting some candles on the side. I picked up the candles also from Hobby Lobby. I just didn't know where I wanted to put everything at, just because, like I mentioned, new house, kind of just getting used to where, you know, like the feel of everything is anyway, you know. And even the piece right here where the fireplace is, that's a new item also, because this is like my first time in a long time I haven't had a fireplace. And I was like, listen, this is how my mind goes. When I moved in, before we actually moved in, I was like, well, what are we going to do about Christmas? What are we going to do with the stockings? You know, where's the Christmas tree going to go? What are we going to do? And so we have had this conversation on how we're going to rearrange our furniture when Christmas comes. So just know these are things that I think about in July. Guys, so since we're done in the living room, we're going to move on to the kitchen. But first, I want to get started on the muffins. So it's 3 ingredients. The very first ingredient is going to be your cake box mix. You can use vanilla or yellow, whichever. They both taste great. The other one is going to be your pumpkin. So this is the star of the show. And the second star of the show is going to be your chocolate chips. Use as many as your heart desires. There's no cap on that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on making the muffins. Okay, so this recipe here is super, super simple. Literally, like I said, just the cake box mix, the pumpkin and chocolate chips, and it is so good, so yummy. The kids love it. I've made it for so many people. I saw this on TikTok probably like a couple of years ago or so, and I just make it every year since I've seen it, because it's so simple, you know, and it gets the house smelling so good. But it takes, I think I cooked it 375 for about 15 minutes, and that was it. This batch right here ended up, I made my muffins a little bit bigger than I normally would. They came out pretty big, but technically it would make about probably around 18. But this ended up making, I think, about 15 for me. And again, that's because I made my scoops just a little bit bigger than I normally would, but came out so delicious. And you don't have to put as many chocolate chips as I did on the top. I think I just went a little extra because I was super excited about making them, because it's my first time this year to do it, and we're getting everything ready for fall. And so that is what my heart desired. Okay, so since we were baking over here, I decided to not just clean up my mess, but clean up this area and remove everything and just start decorating here in this little corner. So this is a tray that I have, and I normally just put decor on it anyway, so it's like my little decor corner. So I just put some pumpkins there and a little sign to cover up the outlet box, you know, and then I just put a candle there. I have three 3 candle warmers. I have let me rephrase that. I have one in the kitchen, one in the living room, kind of like the entryway, you know, so when you come in, it smells good. And then I have one in my bedroom. I also have one upstairs, but I love candle warming lamps. I will never, I don't want to say the word never, like if there was a power outage, but I don't light regular candles because it's so dangerous with the kids. I always worry if they're going to touch it, they're going to knock it over somehow, they're going to try and get curious, you know, just, I don't know, do something weird, you know what I mean? And or what if I didn't put it out and then somehow the house burnt down while we were sleeping? Who knows? So I don't do actual lighting of candles, but my candle warmers, I like them because that one right there did not have a timer on it, but the other ones that I have a timer on it, and so I really love that because then I just fall asleep, no worries at all, and it just helps to relax. A lot of times, like before I go to bed, I'll like do my Bible study or something, and then I'll put on my candle warmer and listen to some really soft instrumental worship music. And so then I don't have any problems with going to sleep because I don't have to worry about turning it off. I just put my stuff up and just kind of, you know, make sure my alarm's set and go to bed. So anyway, moving on. So I done decorated the whole side over there. Anyway, and the muffins are done. So here they are. And they smell good. I obviously let them cool down for a little bit. I did not just grab a hot pan. There was a lot going on this day. There's always a lot going on in the house. Filming sometimes looks a little bit different than real life, but we maneuver and we make it happen. So that is my hot cocoa bar, and I debated so much. I was like, should I go ahead and put out hot cocoa? And I was like, there's no way anyone's gonna drink hot cocoa right now in August. So I made it a candy station. So I put some candy there and just some little tier tray table things, you know, the little decor pieces. I put that on there that says like hello fall and the little pumpkin spice sign booth or whatever. And I think that that's cute for right now. When Halloween comes, when I decorate for Halloween, that is definitely getting turned into a hot cocoa bar, and I'll have my little things. It's gonna look so cute, you guys. And then those, I think I mentioned it before, those little baskets on the wall, I bought those intentionally to have seasonal flowers or picks in them because I thought that would be a great space for it, and I am looking at it and I am loving it. It just looks so cute. It brings so much life into the house with those right there, and I love it. I think it's super pretty.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure.
Okay, friends, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope if you have decorated or if you're about to. I hope this did give you some sort of inspiration for your decorating this year. And if you're new and you liked the video, definitely hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you guys here with me. And for everybody, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, show your girls some love. But we have more content on the way. We're going to be a little bit more consistent. I've been doing pretty good here lately, guys. Yeah. So just know we have more content coming. I post up videos that are related to cleaning, decorating. I'll be having some easy, quick and easy healthy meal ideas because we're going to be on a healthy journey this year. Okay. We're going to finish it off good and we're going to start it off good next year. That's the plan anyway, but we're still going to have some yummy treats as well. So anyway, mom life motivation, all that good stuff. I hope you like that kind of content. If so, definitely subscribe. Would love to have you here, but I will see you guys again next week in another video. Until then, take care. God bless. Bye guys.